Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So today I'm going to do my final installment in my favorite types of fragrances for fall and winter based on individual notes. So I've done, amber video, gourmand, oud, etc. If you haven't watched them, you can find all of them on my channel. But I wanted to finish this series with my favorite boozy fragrances. Now, I have grown to be a huge fan of boozy scents. There's just something about them that really pulls me in. I really tend to gravitate towards these scents, especially during fall and winter. And so I've collected quite a few here that I want to share with you. Now, most of them will actually feature some kind of boozy note, some kind of alcoholic beverage. There are a few here that don't actually feature any boozy notes, but still give off this boozy vibe. And I'm going to start with two honorable mentions. And the reason I made them honorable mentions is because I have spoken about them quite a lot in recent months. Now, I'm talking about two beauties from the Kilian Liquors collection, Angel's Share and Apple Brandy on the Rocks. I actually did a dedicated video to Apple Brandy on the Rocks. I know it's a fragrance that received mixed reviews, but I quite enjoyed, and that's why I kept it in my collection. I'm not going to go into description or notes here. If you're interested, please check out that video. And Angel's Share is, of course, a very, very popular fragrance for a reason. This is a gorgeous boozy scent with cognac and cinnamon. Amazing. Again, I've spoken about it many times. Others have spoken about it many times. So I don't want to spend too much time on these, but if you're looking for a boozy fragrance, both of these are great choices. So the first fragrance on my actual list is the booziest fragrance in my collection, and that is, of course, Baraonda from Nasomatto. Now, this I know is too much for some people. They think it is too boozy, but for me, I absolutely love it. Of course, it features the note of whiskey. There's also ambroxan, there's rose, there are woody notes, but to me, this fragrance really smells like dried fruits with red fermented wine. So I don't actually get whiskey note in here. For me, it's more of a red wine type of note. Now, my husband, when he smells this, he says it definitely smells like whiskey. He's getting clear whiskey in this. Well, okay. Whatever boozy note that you get in here, overall, this is a very boozy scent. The element of booziness is definitely strong. Doesn't work for some. For me, it's absolutely amazing. One of my favorite boozy scents. I find it very, very warm. Love wearing it during cold weather. Next, I'm going to mention a fragrance that I have this love-hate relationship with. Sometimes when I wear it, I love it, and sometimes when I wear it, I just like it. And so for that reason, I don't know if I need a full bottle or not. I am talking about Initio Side Effect. So I have this sample. I think this is my second sample. I keep trying it and I just can't decide. Now, this has rum, vanilla, tobacco, and cinnamon. So it is definitely smoky. It is definitely boozy. It has a little bit of sweetness. And this is where my problem comes in, because sometimes I put it on and it is quite sweet. I mean, it is never very sweet, but I feel like there is enough sweetness in it for me. And then there are other times when I wear it where I barely can find any sweetness. That's why I kind of can't decide if I really love the scent and if I need a full bottle of this scent. But regardless of the fact that if I have a full bottle or not, this is a gorgeous scent, beautifully put together, high quality scent. It is smoky, boozy, a little bit sweet, very sexy scent, absolutely unisex. So that's Side Effect from Initio. Next, I have a fragrance that's a newer fragrance in my collection. I mentioned it in a recent haul. This is Amouroud Mysrious Rose. This is a sweet, boozy rose. It is not jammy. It never quite gets to the point of being jammy, but it is definitely sweet. It is also incredibly creamy, almost has a slight fluffy texture, and at the same time it is a little bit smoky. It's a really nice boozy rose scent. Again, high quality fragrance, not overpowering, you know, although it has a lot of strong elements, like it's boozy, it's smoky, it's sweet, it has a rose, you know. But none of the elements are too much. This is not a powerhouse of a fragrance in a way that it feels sort of airy. Even though it has all these strong components, it has an airy quality to it. I don't know if it makes sense, but that's how I see it. So again, this is Mysrious Rose from Amouroud. And since we're talking about boozy roses, let's mention another gorgeous boozy rose. That is Dancing Roses from Viktor&Rolf. What a shame that this fragrance has been discontinued. It is stunning scent. It has sour cherry, it has lychee, it has rose, it has brandy. And it's this beautiful combination of the sour cherry with kind of sweet rose, drizzled a bit with brandy, that makes this fragrance absolutely stunning. I just love it. It's kind of a little bit bubbly even. So rose, sour cherry, brandy, with a little bit of lychee and a little bit of vanilla. Just outstanding scent. Next, I'm going to very briefly mention a fragrance that I have spoken about in quite a few of my recent videos, but I absolutely had to include it in this one as well, and that is Si Le Parfum from Armani. Although there are no actual boozy notes in this fragrance, it does have this boozy vibe, this boozy element to it. This, of course, has blackcurrant, as all Si fragrances have, but it is rich, deep, resinous, warm, sweet, all of those things. It's like it has red wine combined with blackcurrant jam. That's what it feels like to me. Absolute stunner. Again, not spending any more time on this. I've talked about it enough, but just had to include it in this video as well. Next, I'm going to mention a fragrance that I don't hear anyone talking about. It's a new to me fragrance and a new to me house that I also know very little about. I can't even remember where I heard about this, but I heard about it somewhere, really wanted to try, found a decant, fell in love with it, and now have no idea where to find a full bottle. If any of you know, please let me know. Now, this is from the house of Gustave Eiffel, and it is called Porto Vintaj. So here's my sample. You can see even the color of the juice. It's just gorgeous. And the scent is so interesting and so unique. So the notes in here are candied orange, cardamom, anise, cinnamon, ginger, cloves, gingerbread, liquor, patchouli, and musk. So I am definitely getting very strong candied orange and very strong anise. And typically, I really dislike the note of anise, especially when it is so strong in the fragrance. But somehow in this one, it really works. It's like it brings this breath of fresh air to this fragrance. It's like, you know, if you're outside and there is this burst of cold wind passing by you. That's kind of what I'm getting from this fragrance. I mean, it is definitely not a warm fragrance. This is a cold type of scent. And, you know, there is a little bit of other spices in here, like there is cinnamon, cloves, ginger, okay, but I almost feel like anise really kind of overpowers the other spiciness. And then liquor is definitely here. Boozy element is very strong. And then patchouli adds a touch of earthiness to this, just a touch. But really, the main players here are anise, candied orange, and liquor. What an interesting scent. So different from everything else that I have here, from everything else that I have tried. Absolutely unique. To me, this is an extremely unique scent and very beautiful at the same time. Again, if you can tell me where I can find full bottle of this, I would love to know. And I'm sure that you're looking at the bottle. I really love it. It's very different. It's again, unique looking bottle in my opinion. So this is Porto Vintage from Gustave Eiffel. Next, I'm going to mention another fragrance that doesn't have any boozy notes in it, but does have this boozy vibe to it overall. This is Royal Vanilla from Mancera. And I already mentioned this fragrance in my vanilla video, but I also wanted to mention it here because this vanilla definitely feels boozy to me. So it has vanilla, amber, violet, patchouli, and it is this ambery vanilla, almost a little bit smoky and definitely a little bit boozy. Mancera is a hit and miss house for me. I've mentioned it before, but this one honestly is probably the best Mancera fragrance that I have ever tried. Next, I want to mention a very affordable scent. This is Bentley Intense for men. Yes, it is for men. It is considered a masculine scent, but I will tell you it is not. This scent is completely unisex. Women can wear it easily. At my house, both my husband and I wear it. We both like it, and I think it smells good on both of us. So this scent has spices. It has vanilla. It has rum. It has leather. There are woody notes. I mean, there are a lot of different notes. Overall, it's kind of a spicy, boozy vanilla. But the spiciness in here is not sweet type of spiciness. Like this is more savory type of spiciness. Like there is black pepper, bay leaf. Yes, I can see that. There is a clary sage. Yes. So it's a savory type of spiciness, together with vanilla, with some booziness, with some woodiness, maybe even slight earthy touches. It has a little bit of sweetness, but it is not overly sweet. I mean, if you're looking for an affordable scent, unisex scent that maybe both you and your partner can wear, definitely take a look at this one. Next, let me mention another rose scent, and this is a very special rose scent. This is Dom Rosa from Liquids Imaginaires. This is a stunning, elegant, sophisticated, light, very celebratory type of rose scent. It has the note or an accord of champagne in it, and it is so evident. It definitely has very bubbly, sparkly kind of personality or vibe if you want. Yeah, there's also, what else is in here? Pear, cedar, vetiver. Yes, because this rose is kind of, I don't know, a little bit green or a little bit earthy. It's not very sweet. In fact, it's almost not sweet at all. And it really feels like, you know, you have a glass of champagne and you're kind of dipping this rose into the glass of champagne. That's what it makes me think of. This is, again, very elegant and sophisticated and really special, different type of rose and a different type of boozy scent. And I'm going to finish this list with an amazing find. Something that I mentioned in my last haul, a fragrance that is quickly becoming one of my absolute favorites. This comes from the House of Caravan and it is Sao Paulo. What a stunner of a fragrance. What a stunner. So this fragrance has some spices. It has cinnamon, it has cardamom, it has rum. There is also vanilla, there is tonka, patchouli. I think there is orange blossom in here as well. And this is like apple pie, or maybe even not apple pie. This is more like maybe apple cider. It has this cinnamon, it has cardamom. The two spices are present here. None of them are overwhelming or overpowering. They're playing beautifully together. And then you have rum adding booziness. And then there is some sweetness in here and maybe even a slight touch of smokiness. But overall, it's like this sweet, spicy vanilla that's a little bit boozy, giving off this vibe of apple pie, or rather apple cider. Absolutely beautiful, gorgeous scent, relatively inexpensive. This is a definite winner. If you have a chance to try this or get this, I would highly, highly recommend. So there you go. This is my list of my favorite boozy fragrances. I would love to know if you enjoy these types of scents and what are your favorites. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye.